Arguably the most popular alien creatures in all of cinematic history are the xenomorphs and the Predator. And in 2004, they came together on the big screen to make fans' dreams come true. Hi, my name's Zach. Today we are talking about Alien vs. Predator.
They're using us as bait.
Before we get started, I started this YouTube channel because I cannot watch a movie without needing to talk about it afterwards. And if that sounds like you, you're in the right place. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, this is part of a series that is ongoing for the month of September, where every Monday and Friday we are talking about a new installment in the Alien franchise. You can check out this playlist right up here for the previous reviews we've done for Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. And today we move on to Alien vs. Predator. With all that said, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Alien vs. Predator. Were you there when it premiered in 2004? Were you super hyped for this film? And with all that said, let's get started talking about what works about Alien vs. Predator. And when it comes to the concept of Alien versus Predator, you want to see Predator and Alien fight, and you want to see Predator and Alien fight utilizing the skills and the traits that come from both characters. And I feel like for the most part, Alien versus Predator does do a good job of capturing that, where you've got what you want to see: alien acid blood spewing all over the place, the Predator using every device and tool at their disposal to take on the xenomorphs, but always kind of feeling like that perfectly designed organism's defense mechanisms are keeping it at bay. And it is a fight that when you see it on screen, it does feel like these are formidable foes to each other. Also, the way that Paul W.S. Anderson captures these fights, I think, is actually pretty well done. The practical effects done on the alien designs and the Predator designs, there are some CGI elements mixed in to the film as well. Of course, with Predator and xenomorphs crawling all over the place, you can't just do all that in practical suits. CGI has to be involved. The CGI doesn't look too bad, though, in this film, to be honest. And when the showdown is happening, I have a lot of fun with the showdown. On top of that, I've always enjoyed the setting of this film, where it takes place in a temple in Antarctica, or in the Arctic, under ice, and they kind of set this place up as like an Indiana Jones type archaeological adventure, where this temple is constantly shifting, and our main characters that have gone on this expedition to explore this temple that inevitably get mixed up in the middle of the Alien and Predator's war. The way that they've thrown that third element in here of this shifting temple, I think does add a nice dose of suspense and thrills to the movie that otherwise wouldn't be there if the characters were just trying to get out of this place, and every once in a while Predator and a xenomorph were fighting in the background. Also, the characters in this film, I don't think are fantastic characters, but I think they're very serviceable characters. Our lead actress here, she's very much a kind of step-in for Sigourney Weaver.
For the sake of the series, and also because I heard they were going to do Alien versus Predator or something that I thought was just sounded awful, I wanted out.
She's nowhere near as iconic or memorable, but I do think that she carries the film well enough. All the supporting characters around her, they have some banter, they have some moments that the characters seem to have some fun dynamics at times, but they're just there for cannon fodder. They're just there to get taken out by the aliens and the Predator. And for the most part, when they do face against the xenomorphs and the Predator, they come face to face with these alien creatures and they do meet their demise. I do have some fun with that. When they get trapped in the sacrificial room with the face huggers, and the face huggers start jumping out and attacking the people, it's not suspenseful, it's not as scary as it is in Alien or even Aliens, but it's fun. It's in a schlocky, fun action way, Alien vs. Predator knows what it is. It kind of stays in that lane. It never tries to veer too much to be a serious Alien movie or a serious Predator movie. It knows what it is. It's a schlocky action film that has an alien and a predator in it with characters in the background that this fight happens to be taking place with. With that said, though, let's talk about some things that don't really work for me in Alien vs. Predator. And kind of going back to what I was talking about, this being a schlocky action film, both Alien and Predator never really were schlocky action films to me. And so in that way, the movie being as dumb and kind of turn your brain off as it is, it does feel a little bit out of place in both an Alien franchise and both the Predator franchise. Not as much as Alien vs. Predator Requiem, which we will be talking about on Friday, but it is enough of a departure that it does feel a little strange when you place it in both of these series franchises. Also, this movie is famously non-canon to both franchises of Alien and Predator, and I'm kind of glad because I'm not a big fan of a lot of decisions they make when it comes to the Aliens and the Predator. The idea that the Predators enslaved the human race to build temples, and that's where the pyramids and all this stuff kind of came from, that comes across to me as kind of like fan fiction-y fanboy writing. It doesn't feel like it is in the right place of the Predator mythology or even the Alien mythology. The fact that these Predators, they capture xenomorphs and they lay their eggs over the planet so that they can go and train or become warriors by fighting the most perfectly designed organism, I think that makes a lot of sense. The way that it's executed in the film, it's a little bit strange the way that they get there. Also, going back to the characters being cannon fodder just for the Alien, that would be fine with me if we didn't spend as much time with them as we do at the beginning of this film. There's a long time before we even get to a predator or a xenomorph in this movie. We have to sit through the exposition of why they're going to this place, what this place is, who all the players are that are going to this place. It's really not even until about an hour into the film that a xenomorph finally jumps on a predator and we get a fight going. And by the third act, when the predator and the lead woman team up to take down the queen alien, it's not as exciting or as thrilling as I ever want it to be. It's perfectly serviceable. It's fine action. It feels more like a sequence out of Jurassic Park with the way the queen is running across the ice than it ever feels like an Alien movie to me. But in a clumsy kind of screenwriting way to get the alien and the human to team up against the xenomorph, it works well enough. And that's kind of the whole thing with Alien vs. Predator. It's not great. It's not even that good of a movie, but it's serviceable. It works well enough. If you're doing this idea of bringing these two alien creatures from these two separate franchises together to fight on screen, there's really not much you can do with these characters in lead roles. You do need human characters, you need a human setting, and they are able to do that in a way that just comes across as fine. I don't know if an Alien vs. Predator movie is ever going to be as good as fans would want it to be built up in their heads, but with what we did get with this film, I can turn it on and I can have a decent enough time with it. So for that reason, I'm going to give Alien vs. Predator a weak recommend. For me, it does its job well enough. A lot better than Alien vs. Predator Requiem. So come back on Friday, we'll talk about that. If you like this content, don't forget to check out the Alien review series in that playlist right up there. Right down there is the most recently uploaded video to the channel. As always, guys, I thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking out the channel. Don't just watch movies, talk movies. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.